Right, so on the fenders, people are always going to want, especially if they have fender flares on here. This one doesn't have fender flares, but say they have fender flares that go all the way around. They're gonna tell you that they want the whole thing done, which I understand why they're saying that, because they're looking at their truck and they can see all these stone chips on the inside of their wheel well. So they're wanting in their mind the whole thing done, so then they know it's protected. Where if we do that, we have to cut a big giant square to be able to do that, because I can't bend the piece around like that. So we have to cut a big square, and what I tell them is, we cut a big square, but you are still paying for all this wasted material in here to get that done. So a cheaper option, if you're okay with it, is to have seams. So what I tell them is, because this section is gonna get the most beat up, I would say go from the bottom all the way to roughly like here. And if their vehicle's already getting chips, you'll be able to see where the line is, where it's like kind of stops getting chips. So I say go from the bottom up to there, and then put a strip on the inside of the wheel well. Again, because that piece is a high traffic piece, we can't warranty that area, right? So because it's gonna get nasty pilled with rocks. So again, suggestion, just do the inside piece, so that if you have to replace that piece, you only have to replace that tiny little strip instead of replacing that entire piece. So just keep that in mind when you're talking to your client about fender flares. So basically, like from here to here, I would tell them a price, and then this inside strip. And normally we can go from like the inside to like right where it kind of starts curving out. So like this lip here, all the way around. So it'll go from the inside all the way to there. And then that should be good. The only thing that we can't do, if you just want to zoom in here, is this little tiny chunk here, because it's not going to stick on that. So they're going to get rock chips there most likely. But yeah, that's about it for fenders.